Hey everyone! Today we're going to learn how to play Snail's Pace Race. It's this super charming and colorful racing game, and I promise in just a few minutes you'll know exactly how to get started.
So Snail's Pace Race is perfect for 2 to 6 players, and it's great for kids age 3 and up. What's cool about it is that it's cooperative. You're not actually racing against each other. Instead, you're all trying to guess which snail is going to win.
All right, let's find out which of these little guys is going to be the champion. You ready? Let's do this.
Okay, first up, the goal of the game. What are we even trying to do here? Well, it's probably not what you're thinking.
See, your goal is super simple. To win, you have to correctly guess 2 things: which snail is going to come in first, and which snail will finish dead last.
All right, let's get this race set up. Don't worry, it's incredibly fast and easy.
So just grab all 6 of the wooden snails and put each one on its matching colored leaf right there at the start. And here's a key thing to remember. All 6 snails are always in the race. It doesn't matter how many of you are playing.
Okay, the board's all set, so we're ready to play. Let's talk about how a turn works. Oh, and by the way, the youngest player always goes first. So when it's your turn, the first thing you're going to do is just roll both of the colored dice. Simple as that.
All right, now take a look at the colors you rolled. Let's say, for example, you got a blue and a red.
What you do is find the blue snail and the red snail on the track, and you move each of them 1 space forward. That's it.
Now, there is one special rule to keep in mind. We call it rolling doubles. If both of your dice land on the same color, say you roll 2 yellows, then that snail gets a little speed boost. It gets to move 2 spaces forward instead of just 1.
Okay, this is important. After the very first player takes their turn and moves the snails, everybody pauses. Right now, everyone, and I mean everyone, has to make their official guess. You have to decide which snail do you think will come in first and which one will come in last.
Once everyone has made their guess, you might want to write it down or just remember it. Play continues. The person to the left goes next, and the race keeps going.
So you just keep taking turns, rolling dice, and moving those snails along. But how do you actually win this thing? Let's find out.
Okay, here's a really important rule. The race is not over when the first snail crosses the finish line. Nope. You have to keep playing until every single snail has crossed that line, even the pokey one in last place.
So here's the twist. In this game, there are actually 2 winners in the race itself. You've got your first place winner, that's the first snail to cross the finish line, obviously. But you also have a last place winner. That's the very last snail to make it home.
All right. Moment of truth. Remember that guess you made way back at the beginning of the game? Well, now it's time to see if you were right. Any player who correctly guessed both the first place snail and the last place snail wins the game. And because it's a cooperative game, it's totally possible for a bunch of you to win together or for nobody to win at all.
All right, just before we wrap up, here's a helpful tip to switch things up a bit.
So if you want a slightly different game, you can all agree on a new rule before you start. You could say that only the snail that finishes first matters. Or, for a funny twist, you could agree that the only thing that matters is guessing which snail will come in last. And there you have it. That's everything you need to know to play Snail's Pace Race. It's a really fun little game of pure chance and prediction, where you'll find that sometimes a snail's pace really does win the race. Have fun!